Hello, my astrology friends. This is Lada from astrolada.com, and today my guest is Vedic tropical astrologer Himanshu. Hello, Himanshu.
Hello everyone. Thanks for having me here, Lada, again, and Happy New Year to everybody.
Thank
So
you. I'm
today,
glad you recovered. You went through some health issues. You're back with us, and you're here to enlighten our viewers on their 2026 horoscope based on their rising sign and moon sign. Yes?
yes.
So people have to check their rising and moon sign, but here we're using tropical astrology. Himanshu is Vedic techniques, but tropical, so the Western sign, the one that you know. So you check your moon sign and your ascendant, also known as rising sign, for the prediction. And the prediction Himanshu is making for 2026 for the 12 signs is based on your love and money forecast. Love and money, best topics that everyone's interested in. And by the way, Himanshu is starting a course from the beginning of February, which is focused on timing with transits and dashes. If you like his style of teaching, the course will begin in February. He's already has a group that he continues with. You can join in just specifically for that topic, prediction with transits and dashes. He's an incredible teacher. I mean, from another level. Hopefully you can understand the accent. I had problem initially till I got used to that, to his accent, but once I got it, the knowledge that Himanshu brings is something I have not seen at the guru teacher, at the guru level. So yes, or if you want to contact him for a personal reading, I'll put the links below for the course and as well for personally contacting Himanshu. And now I give you the word, Himanshu, to hear what the year in front of us has for each of the 12 rising and moon signs.
Thanks, Lada. Thanks for having me here. So in this video, we will be talking about our yearly forecast of 2026. Okay. And specifically, when we talk about Vedic astrology, we talk about our prediction from moon sign and the rising sign. And like in of course you can apply the same techniques to your sun sign as well, but more like the way I have created it will be more applicable on your rising and moon sign, and you will find like it's very connecting that way. And try how you can analyze. So like you will be having a different, you may have a different moon, different rising. So try to study both of them and try to mix and match like what will be the ultimate outcome. Okay, like 50% you can give to your rising, 50% you give to your moon. And I will be also discussing little bit of the timings, what you need to be careful of, where you need to be careful of. Basically we will be talking about more love and money, career only, but I will be slightly talking about the other topics as well, like
What, ab-
family and health.
what about if someone is like me? My rising is exactly the opposite sign of my moon. So it would be exactly the opposite prediction for both.
So basically, specifically for these people, things most of the time stay same. Specifically, like talking about you, because lot of transit, specifically the North transit and Jupiter transit will be very same applicable on your Lagna and seventh house. So that's something which
It
is very
aspects both.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Okay, because something which is happening on first house will be automatically connected to the seventh house. Something which is happening in seventh house will definitely make a big impact on the first house as well. Okay, and specifically for those people who are same, both of them, you can connect this particular forecast completely only.
Mhm.
Okay, and of course your dashas, personal, major period and sub periods matters a lot. Okay, so before we start, let's worship with Ganpati. Okay, like always. Okay, so Shri Ganeshaya Nama, and also worshipping to my gurus. Okay, these are my two gurus, Pandit Vijayendra Shastri and Shri Answalam, from whom I gather all my knowledge. Okay. So before we start, let's have a little bit look on how the transits will be looking here. So Jupiter will be moving to Leo sign from June 29, 2026, and Saturn will be moving to Aries in uh, February 13, 26, and lunar nodes will be moving to Leo sign from July 26, 2026. Few retrogression will be there. Okay, Venus will be retrograding from October 3rd to October 14 in Libra sign. Saturn will be having a retrogression from July 17 to December 11 in Aries sign, and these are the Mercury retrogression, which is favorite for everybody. Okay, so without wasting any time, okay, let's talk about our first sign, which is Aries people. So Aries people, what you can expect in your 2026. So very first thing, this year is very good for getting knowledge, as Jupiter will be in your fourth house and then going to your fifth house. So whenever Jupiter has a relationship with fifth house, believe me, this is the best position to start learning anything. Okay, to start learning something new. Your immediately your focus will be by itself shifting to how you can gain some new knowledge, okay, or get a matching something which you have learned already. So this is a very good combination when we talk about how you can increase your knowledge, how you can expand your knowledge. And in terms of career also, there's something which people might be thinking for, like, because Jupiter must be aspecting your 11th house, so it is very good for finances. But here, I would like to caution you guys, because what is happening here, Jupiter will require a lot of financial management here. Okay,
Mm.
because till the mid of the year, you will find out notes are also there. So your impulsive decisions can cause issue. And also, what is happening here in the fifth house, for a short period only, Jupiter will be in conjunction with South Node also, and that will be a very close conjunction. Okay,
But
uh,
that the conjunction happens in 2027.
later.
Yeah. Or oh no, the
For
end of 2026. Yeah.
6, yeah, from when Jupiter will be transiting from June onwards, and they are transiting by the end of July, so they will be together. Okay, so that's something which is it's very good to keep in mind, because you know what, when they are transiting from one sign to another sign, they start giving their results already. Okay, this is how we see what kind of conjunction we are having. Okay, because Jupiter is knowledge, and notes are something, the best place for them to hit is the mind only, knowledge only. Okay, that's why we don't consider the combination of notes and Jupiter, or notes or and moon and sun. They are not very good, because they are more about mind, okay, and soul. So you should be very careful with your decision making. No decisions should be coming out of emotions, and specifically when notes are in, I would say, in your 12th house. Okay, so in 12th house also, that is the house of losses. Okay, so you will be tempted to make some kind of decision by which you can get into some kind of losses. So be careful whenever you make any decision in terms of your investment, whenever you make any decision in terms of your business dealing, partnerships. Okay, those are the areas where you should be most careful, because right now nobody is aspecting your first house. When Jupiter moves to Leo sign, it will be aspecting your fifth house, which will be controlling a lot, but till then it is very careful in terms of financial decisions. Okay, and later on Saturn will be coming to your first house. Okay, from the second month only, Aries. That's a debilitated position for Saturn, and plus in Vedic
That's sorry.
astrology, that's a debilitated position for Saturn.
Yeah.
Okay, and also in Vedic astrology, we have a particular terminology which we call Marna Karka Sthana. In first house, Saturn is not so good. Okay, so the only thing which I really assume that you guys should be careful of how you make decisions. Okay, Jupiter in the fourth house aspecting your 10th house, so support will be there time to time, like some angel guide will be coming in your life, and whenever you're just about to make any wrong decision, somebody will be there to tell you, okay, kindly hold, this is not the right time. But provided you should listen to that person, that okay, I need to listen to it, and you will have a good one. Uh, like Saturn is initially in the 12th house, of course, North Node is also there. So whenever you are ready to make any kind of expenses, most of the time, which will be irrelevant expenses, be ready to think twice because whenever you make any expense, because if you think Saturn is somebody who promises, if you do things properly, if you do things in organized and disciplined way, it will not trouble you. So start organizing your expenses, your finances losses be very less. And with this kind of combination, if you want to go to abroad, or if you want to work abroad, or something which have foreign land connectivity, this is a very good combination from August onwards, like towards the last quarter of the year, that you can start connecting to foreign places. Of course, things can start building before that also, because Saturn is there, North Node is also there, amplifying the things, plus Jupiter is also aspecting as of now to your 12th house. But this is a period where later on things will be going to positivity,
Mhm.
because less affliction on the 12th house. So
Yes.
you can go there, but whether you will able to receive something from there or not, that's the question. Okay, because we are not going for any expenditures. Okay, of course, if you are going for a vacation, then that's expenditure, you should go, but not if you are about earning the money. Okay, now talking about one thing which will be happening when nodes move to your 11th house, you will be meeting new people. Okay, and new people will be coming in your life, and very influencing people also, like they will have some kind of like very good impact on your life. So it's very important that you choose them wisely. Okay, not just out of emotions, not just out of uh, like first vibe. Okay, take it very slow so that you can know whether you actually need these people in your life or not. Okay, this is something where you have to be very thought giving. Okay, so like you met somebody, and after 15 days you're opening up to person, whether it's a friend or like partner, romantic partner. Take your time. Okay, that's the thing. And when we talking about romantic partner, love is something which everybody want. Okay, because since the 12th house is acquired by not a lot of confusion, illusions happening in the people,
A lot of sorry?
confusion and illusion happening with the people
Fusion.
in
Fusion.
choosing the partners. So as soon as notes gonna leaving your 12th house, and Jupiter getting into the 5th house, which is the house of romance, okay, specifically, it will be bringing positivity to your romantic life. Okay,
That's
Jupiter
from
in
August onwards.
yes, August onwards, and Jupiter in the 5th house is positive. There is one more thing which will be happening. Jupiter will also be conjoined by South Node in the 5th house. Okay, so again, you have to be very careful to whom you are picking up. Okay, because generally, what happens, you are a kind of personality, and the other personality you are meeting, that's a totally different personality. Okay, so what I have seen when Jupiter and South Node in the 5th house, or also in the 7th house, people really connect with very different personalities. Okay,
Not the
because
typical person that we
yeah,
normally date and fall in love
yeah,
with. It's something,
because South Node is what? Illusion. So they think that this person is my soulmate, but that person has totally different approach towards the life. This is what I have experienced in the 5th house when Jupiter and South Node happen, and the 7th house as well.
could it also
So
be good though, even though they're very different?
actually, you know what? If somebody is very spiritual and
Mhm.
the other person is also very spiritual, believe me, they can make best out of their relationship. Because what this is what I was about to say. Improve your spiritual growth and try to find a similar kind of person, because K2 is what? South node is what? Detachment, isolations. And if you're somebody who want too much in the relationship, too much attention, then this can be trouble. But if you're somebody who is very much understanding to the other person than yourself, then it will be a very good time for you to pick a partner and start your potential life, okay, with potential partner. And because one thing is there, either south node doesn't give, okay, just like Saturn, and if it brings something, it brings with intensity and permanent thing.
And
Why it? And for permanent time, for
sorry.
like for long period, okay, it's not
Uh-huh.
very short period, just like Saturn. Because what happens, south node also defines extension of our lineage. Okay, so lineage can also expand when we have a good relationship. So bring some, if you are smart enough to choose wisely, then this can be a new start of your life. And specifically for the people who are looking to start their new relationship, okay, and people who are already into a relationship, it's time to bring spiritual thing into your relationship so that you both can grow and bring good life into your life. Okay. And if you're planning to have children,
Mhm.
okay, this is the very good time in the second half of the year to conceive. Okay. Uh, uh, Specifically, if you ask me that something when Jupiter moves to your fifth house and before the movement of nodes, that is the ideal time to plan for the conception. Okay. I
Yeah.
don't know how the people will able to time that, but this is the best time if you ask me. Okay.
It's like
This,
most of July. That's most of
yes, most of July. And you know what? When we plan children in best transit, outcome is best. Okay.
Mhm.
People try to time the birth of the child, okay, because the soul is already in the belly of the mother,
Yeah.
okay. So if we time before the birth with the transit, okay, I have seen 100% people are getting best child they can have.
Ah, so you do the actual impregnation with astrology
Yes,
rather than when am I
yes.
gonna give birth and so on.
But okay, because you know what, if you are timing something which is should be designed by the god, that's a different thing. But if you time, like when to start the thing, starting is always
Uh-huh.
important. So this is what more of the astrology says.
Thank you.
In terms of education, like we discussed, zeal of learning something new will be good, specifically artistic things, because fifth house relate artistic stuff. Okay, now careful stuff in terms of people should be very careful of legal stuff. Okay, uh, this is note node, and the habit of note node is before leaving anywhere, it will trouble you once. Saturn, whenever it leaves, it gives something, but note node will definitely trouble once before leaving anywhere. So 12th house is the house of legal stuff. Be careful with that. Okay,
Illegal stuff.
legal issues like
Ah,
having problem with the government and those things, and people
ah.
who are working in legal sector, they should be very careful with whatever they have
So don't do illegal stuff basically
stuff. Yeah,
till
yeah,
July when
till
North.
July definitely.
Then go do illegal stuff. I'm kidding.
Because this is the period of Sade Sati as well. Okay,
Mhm.
if you know, Sade Sati is something which we applies on the moon when Saturn is transiting from one house before, on, and after of the moon.
Oh yeah.
And this is for moon only. Don't apply on your rising sign. Apply on the moon
Only
sign
for
only.
Aries moon people, listen
Moon people,
very
yes.
careful because you're in Sagittarius when Saturn is entering the sign of your moon. This is especially the next, 4 or 5 years. You have to be kind of very proper because you're under Saturn's influence and not try and take shortcuts and get rich quick schemes or trying to, Just do it the old and tested way, be proper, and so on.
Yeah. And they might be experiencing some kind of mental stress and sleeping issues with that. So when Saturn leaves the 12th house, okay, although it
From
will be coming on the
February.
first house, but still it will improve their sleep and mental stress. Okay, because right now both bad guys in the 12th house, so sleep is definitely disturbed with the people having Aries moon. Best months for you: January, February, May, June, November, and December. These 6 months are good for you. Careful months are March and April. Okay. And few remedies I want to give you if you face any problem. Donation in the medical camps will be very helpful. Specifically, doing something for if you have eye camps. Okay. Donating for those kind of area will be very helpful.
People with eye
These good
problem.
people with eye problem or the eye related hospital, something like that.
Mhm.
Okay, but medical camps in general will give good results for that.
Is it because of Rahu in the 12th and Saturn?
Rahu in the 12th also, and they are starting their year with Saturn in the 12th house, which will be aspecting their second house, and
Mm.
second house is the house of resources.
Yeah, but Saturn moves in February.
But this is how they are starting.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
this is how they are starting.
Well, the true start
Okay,
of the year is April, March the 20th.
yeah, actually that's correct, but I have seen when two things. Okay, we generally in Vedic astrology we start our new year very next day of Diwali. Okay, the festival of lights. Okay, so whenever I create charts, I create in these two ways, from the Diwali also. Okay, and from April also. That is the time when Uttarayan starts, like sun earth moving towards north direction. So that is also a
Also,
really
that's like
important
from the
position.
winter solstice, kind of
Correct.
approximately.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, similar.
So that's something. Okay. Taurus people. So for Taurus people, it will be this year will be average tending towards positivity. And we can say you will have possibilities because Saturn is aspecting your first house. So slowly you are changing your approach, you're changing your personality. Okay. Later on, it will be moving to your 12th house, but it was there throughout your past 2.5 years, and it must have given you a lot of changes about your personality and your mindset. And in terms of career, you see Rahu is in the 10th house, okay, and will be going to your 10th house and make which will be making you very secretive in your workplace. Okay, so what I mean by secretive in your workplace, it's good for you to whatever you do, don't disclose to lot many people. Okay, and whenever whatever you are planning, this is a time to launch as soon as your first house is free from the aspect of Saturn. Like when Saturn moves to Aries sign, you can simply launch whatever you are planning, whatever you are searching. That will be a good thing for you. uh, there's one thing which I want to recommend: whenever you present anything, whenever you launch anything, you should have a team with you. You will not able to go solo. Okay, better to have team. But because you know what, Rahu
You
will be
say
moving
team?
not
A team. You should have.
team, team, yeah, yeah, team. So my voice is fine or there is any kind of problem?
No, no, just sometimes
Okay,
want to make sure I
okay.
understood properly.
So, uh, so working with the team will be very helpful. What
No, no,
happens
no, no.
there?
The sound is horrible now. You did something. It's so muffled.
Yeah, I did something.
Back to
Yeah,
normal now.
much better.
So what happens here when Rahu falls in this 10th house, it is a very obvious thing that if you try to do something alone, you will not able to execute properly. And if you build a team and then execute something, you get the best results. Okay, this is a tested thing because what is Rahu, what is not? He was there in the queue of other people alone and he got caught. Okay, build team, work with the team, and you will get best of your results. Okay,
Oh,
and
because of the mythology, and you've seen it
yeah,
in real life. Rahu represents, Rahu, I know in Vedic astrology rules also Aquarius. It's connected strongly to Aquarius, which is groups of people. Again, it's not to be alone.
there's one more thing. Whenever we say Rahu gets into 10th house, it's very good for politics. And
Poly-
single person cannot rise in politics. They have to make a team, they have to do campaign, they need support, and when they are together, they rise.
yeah.
Very rarely you will find Rahu in the 10th house and people are rising in politics. It
Uh,
will never happen.
so those of you Taurus rising and Taurus moon people, if you want to get into politics, that's your year now. Get the
Yeah, you can say that. Yes, of course. Okay, because Aquarius is the best sign for Rahu. Okay, not to
okay.
forget.
Rahu is in its own
Yeah,
sign, basically.
yeah. So,
What about for
and
other career things? It's just not to be alone, like have team.
correct. You know what? In any kind of thing, you should be in teams.
I can,
Provided,
that-
like,
it's absolutely true. When Rahu was transiting my 10th house from the ascendant, that's when I got my team. Before that, I was working alone and it went really well.
yes. And one more thing, for this particular year, Taurus people, you should really be very careful with your impulsiveness. Okay. Specifically when Saturn gets retrograde. So what happens, although it has nothing to do with your 10th house, it has nothing to do with your first house, but somehow our rise, our success comes from the ninth house. It will be aspecting ninth house from the 12th house. And it will also be aspecting second house from 12th house, the house of resources and the house of wealth. So impulsiveness can take you to make bad decisions. Okay, so this is something which you should be careful of. Like your decisions should not be very blunt, they should be very well calculated. And during this particular time only you will feel that people are being insecure and uh, unstable as well. My recommendation is just go slow, just wait and watch, things will be good. Try to bring change in your business approach, in your career approach, and how you see. There's one more thing, because nodes will be traveling from your 10th house, your work environment for a short period can go toxic. Uh, just for a short period, so lot of calmness will be required there as well. Okay. On a positive part, I would recommend that don't switch your job, don't switch your business, just stay wherever you are in this year. Okay, towards by at least till the end of the year, the last quarter, you should stay whatever you are doing. You should not test and try anything. Still, if you want to change anything, few months, I would say Jan, Feb, March, and May. These are the period where you can change, but I would recommend wait till the end of the year. Okay. Um, yeah. Then coming on romantic matters. So romance from July to 31st of October. This is a good period, okay, to get into new kind of romance. Okay. So although Jupiter will be transiting to 10th house, but Jupiter has nothing much to do with the Taurus people. Okay, in terms of romance, because Jupiter is a lot of 8th house. So Venus is something which is more relevant here. Okay. The main thing which is there, Saturn was afflicting their approach, how to reach people. Okay, so Saturn will be going away finally, and nodes will also be reducing their effect from 11th house to From the 11th house, it was aspecting their 7th house, so it will be leaving as well. So that is why from July to 31st October is very good if they want to start anything in terms of their new romantic life. And of course, there was some kind of confusion within the relationship. As soon as nodes gonna transit from 11th to 10th, it will be clearing up, provided you start investing your time in the communication with your partner. You start investing and start trusting them, first of all, because people will find relevant that they start doubting the whole process of their relationship and their partner. Okay, so start trusting, bring the trust back, and that will be very uh, good for them. Like mindset needs some kind of improvement here. Okay. um Relationship. So because there was south node in the fifth house, and relationship, most of the time love actually lies in the fifth house. Okay, seventh house is more like marriage. So when south node gonna be going away from your fifth house, it will give you transformation in terms of your approach, how you approach your own partner, how you approach your home life, how you approach romance. So changing of the mindset is something which will bless. And if you're still going with the same mindset, and you still have good 7 months to change yourself. Okay, if you are able to make this transformation, believe me, your entire upcoming life will be very beautiful. So you can take this particular kind of advantage from the south node. Okay, because south node always represents transformation. Okay, and I will also recommend to change your circle, change your ecosystem. If you are somebody who is still looking or still waiting for the partner to come into your life, change your circle, change your ecosystem, and you will find your new partner in your environment. Okay, that is my prediction. Jupiter in the fourth in Leo can also relocate you, or can bring some kind of renovation in your household. Okay, there will be some kind of change in your living style. Either you might start living to another place, or you will be changing how your house looks. Okay, and there will be a lot of traveling as well. Okay, there are very high possibilities of traveling. Why there will be possibilities of traveling? Because nodes will be traveling to your fourth house. So you will not feel very much connected to your fourth house, which is your own home. You try to go to other places, other places, other places. Okay.
Sorry,
In
can I
terms
ask
of,
when you speak about those positions, because the chart shows different positions and it might be confusing, can you write on top?
yeah.
For example,
So
like you want,
later,
yeah.
yeah, later on nodes will be here.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's
Okay.
so much clearer.
So yeah, so nodes will be here because of south node being into the fourth house. So what will be happening? People will not feel very much connected to their own home, and they want to travel to different places. Okay, along with Jupiter here later on. Uh, in terms of education, also, if you people are willing to start anything new, okay, because fourth house also kind of education, specifically whenever you start anything new, when you are a very new person in terms of education, any kind of education, maybe learning something new, there are few transits which I taken out from mid of Jan to end of February, from mid of May to end of June, from September month, the entire September month. These are the three period. If you are planning to enroll yourself into some kind of new course, plan it. Okay, you will see good results with that. Okay, and I would really recommend to invest your time in learning something new. Okay, not talking about something which you already think, but if you are planning to start something new. In family, you will be connecting with your family a lot, and good time to improve your family relationship. relations as well, because Jupiter will be in your fourth house. So family will be coming in your life a lot. And friendship, there's little bit some stuff which I would like to make you feel cautious. Don't overtrust your friends, and there is another possibility of new friends coming into your life. So choose them carefully. Talking about the good months, Jan, Feb, March, September, May, and July. These are the good months. Careful months are April and October. Okay? You should not be taking any decision in the month of April and October. Remedy for you: whenever you feel stressed, whenever you feel like nothing is happening or nothing is executing, donation to handicap home or animal shelter will be good for you. People for Gemini, Moon and Rising. So I have very good news for you. You guys can really make your finances best ever. Okay. Why it is happening? You're gonna be starting your time with Jupiter in the second house, in the house of uh, resources, in the house of wealth, and then it will be moving to Leo. Okay, and Jupiter will be aspecting the house of fortune, which is again a very good combination to have. So it will be a great year for you because you are beginning it with such kind of, excuse me, you will be starting something with such a beautiful combination. And there's one thing: you can improve whatever the blessings you have by investing your time into spiritual matters, because Jupiter will be opposing the house of dharma, the house of religion. To start engaging yourself with spiritual matter, religious matters. Okay. Specifically, if you try to engage yourself with spiritual matter, that too till October, okay, you can build something very calm and peace environment within yourself. You will see your decision making will become very strong and very fast. Okay, this is the best blessing you can have from Jupiter. Career wise, I see very good financial gain, which we already have discussed, and you can expect sudden gains. Okay, if you try your mind in how you can accumulate wealth, like start making savings, even that can be small saving, but with the purpose of saving, slowly that money will bring a kind of energy by which you will able to save more amount of money. And since you have your Saturn in your 10th house, current Saturn in your 10th house, for first quarter, things will be a little bit hard because Rahu is also there. But if you have patience enough to keep your hard working on, to keep your management organization very well, the second half of the year will be very happy, harmonious, and blissful to you. Uh, Again, because of this combination, your work environment must be going very toxic, but soon Saturn will be moving here, later Rahu will be moving here. So you will have the best, like your 10th lord in the Leo sign, no affliction on the 10th house, and things will be happening the way you want to. That is how we can put. And this year is very good for investment, specifically being Jupiter in the second house. Your decision in terms of your investment will be very good. And even with the Jupiter in the third house, it will be aspecting your 11th house. Again, that is the house of gains. So throughout the year, investment is good, specifically investment in land and metals. So these are the two areas, or government bonds as well. I would recommend you can invest your money, you will get good results. if you're looking for a new job, some promotions are pending or want to apply for promotions, this is a very good year, specifically from the second half of the year. And if you're planning to start new work or want to apply at some new companies, February, May, June, September, and June. Yeah, February, May, June, September. These are good months to start any new career, any new business, or want to apply a new job. And Rahu changing to third house, changing to ninth house, and Ketu being in the third house after the change will give you long distance travel as well. But there's one thing which is definite: people will change their personality a lot. Okay, so now let's talk about love life. When Jupiter and Ketu happens, be careful with your romantic life. Okay, there's something where I want to make you feel caution, because it can give you isolation also. Both of them will be in the third house, aspecting the seventh house. So sometime it may happen like isolation, and Jupiter will be in MKS position, in not so very good position to give results in terms of seventh house. Okay. The only thing which you can do, you just need to stay calm, because your patience will be tested by here. Okay. How the patience I mean to be tested? Rahu node will be in your ninth house and aspecting your first house, which can be your moon, or which can be your rising sign. So this will try to make you very impulsive, and if you try not to get tempted with that feeling, okay, and stay calm and composed, time will pass, and ultimately the best will happen to you, because the demand of time is for spiritual liberation. So this particular combination want to insert some kind of spiritual activity, holy activities to your seventh house. Um, or if you're not that kind of person, then try not to try any new relationship. Uh, better try to invest your time and energy into something better. Okay. In terms of health, you should be careful with the weight gain this year, and because Jupiter will be in second house. So April month, specifically the month of April, is not good for health. From a period of 2nd of August to 12th of November, this is very high chances of having injuries. Education wise, good for pursuing higher education, new education, like we have discussed. Remedy for this year is worshipping any female deity. Whatever a female deity represented by your religion, you should worship them. Okay. For people of Cancer rising or Cancer moon. So this is one of the best or most benefited sign, I would say. Okay. Be ready for your transformation. Be ready to make change around you, in you and around people around you, because you are starting with your Jupiter in the first house and then taking your Jupiter to your second house, which in the house of wealth. Whatever you have done up till now, you might not have received best of the results, but definitely soon, when Jupiter moves here, it will be aspecting your 10th house, it will be aspecting your 6th house, it will be aspecting uh, and this combination will be leaving your 9th house also. So then a lot of good things are supposed to happen. Whatever the collective results of past year 25 will be given in this 26. By the last quarter of 26, you will feel a lot of courage in you, and because you will be learning the art of controlling and mastering your emotions. So take very good use of this Jupiter position in this first house. Okay. Generally, cancer people are very emotional, and they easily carried away with emotions. So use this Jupiter to engineer that. For wealth and career, it's a super good year, like really good. Your desires, your planning, everything which you have done will be coming to final execution, specifically from the second half of the year. Just one thing, when Jupiter plus Ketu comes in the second house, okay, be careful with your financial decision. I don't think anything bad gonna happen there. It's just you need to revisit or review your decision time to time. Also, you can restructure your partnership. Being Jupiter in the first house, if your partnerships needs any kind of restructuring or any new stuff should be coming in the partnership, any new clues, you can do that. It will be a very smooth shift and transition. Okay. So first half is also very good in terms of working with the foreign lands. Best month of the year in terms of career is from mid of January to end of February, April, May, June, mid of November to the end of December. These are very good months. Okay, you can plan anything, any kind of investment, any kind of new journey in these months. Okay. One thing which is very interesting for Cancer people, if you want some kind of investors for your business, investors for your project, things will be very easy. You will either get easy loans, easy angel investors, or even I can say your family will come to support you financially. Like finances will be very smooth for you without any doubt. Like you want money, somehow, somewhere money will be coming in. And now let's talk about love. And for Cancer people, very high and strong combination of getting married. So we are just not limiting for romance here. If you guys already committed to somebody and think you must get your relationship turned into marriage, this is a very good year to do so. And if you are able to build something out of this good Jupiter being in Cancer, those relationships tend to stay throughout your life. Okay, this is the beauty of Jupiter. Okay, relationship built in first house Jupiter, seventh house Jupiter tend to stay throughout their life because Jupiter means expansion, and that's not a temporary expansion ever. But understand Jupiter, okay, it provides, it doesn't seek. So there's one thing which you need to do in your relationship: start giving, start investing yourself in the relationship, and then see the magic. Okay, so when you put a lot of your efforts in the relationship, the response of your partner or spouse will be very different, and you can keep this approach throughout your life. uh, So try to make best of your version with the help of this Jupiter. Okay. What is, because important thing is mindset and thought process. And no other transit can give you better than this transit. This is once in 12 years thing. And if you are in kind of age where mindset can be changed very easily in, let's say, from 20s to 30s, so take very good use of it because you still have 7 to 6 months. Okay. Also, this is a very good opportunity to engineer your emotions, to organize your emotions to flow in a good direction and straight direction. Okay. Unlike Cancer being flowing emotions all over the place. Education wise, from April to August, it's a very good period and it's best time to start learning psychology. People who want to learn psychology, people who want to start their career in the field of psychology, this is a very good time for them. Just one thing, if you are somebody who have very unstable emotions because maybe moon being afflicted in your horoscope, okay, try to do more physical work. Okay, then activate your rising or even just you have Cancer rising, try to do more physical work. It will really improve your mood if moon is afflicted in your horoscope. Health related matters, transit of Rahu in the 8th house will give you health issues, so you have to be careful with that. Any pending surgeries are there, try to get it done before Rahu enters. Not enters into 8th house. So just get it done with this combination, like before them moving to Leo sign. I want to warn you, month of March is not good for your health. September and October, this is the month where injury can happen, so be careful with that. One tip to the Cancer people, this is the time to speak limited, okay, because Jupiter will be in your seventh, in your um, second house. So whenever we see Jupiter being in the second house, speaking limited, speaking thoughtful is very good to improve Jupiter. And people who have habit of using bad words, stay away from bad words, because then you will be spoiling your Jupiter, and such a good position of Jupiter will stay unactivated. Will stay inactivated. So that is all about Cancer people, I guess. Good months will be February, April, May, June, November, and December. Careful months are March, September, and October. These are the careful months. Okay. Remedy, just one remedy, start doing meditation. More meditation will bring calmness into your life. Also, if you can't do meditation, then one remedy, donation of water or milk will be helpful to you. So, Leo people, Leo moon or Leo rising people. So Jupiter will be in your 12th house when you start this year, and Saturn in your 8th house. So slowly what will be happening? Nodes will be going in to your, and also nodes in these second and 8 axis. So nodes will be moving to your first house and 7th house. Saturn will be moving to your 9th house, and Jupiter will be moving to your first house. So this is a very mixed kind of position. Specifically, first of all, people who are planning to go abroad, this is the time to relocate yourself. Okay, with this combination, it's a very good time if you want to travel for long distance and long term. This is the best time to do that. Or you want to start connecting with foreign people, people living in abroad, or looking some kind of job in that area, projects in out of your country range. That is a very good time if you invest your time in looking for them. It will be easy pickup. Like opportunities will be very easy for you. Second thing, try to collect information and knowledge as much as possible, because just like Cancer, this Jupiter is once in 12 years thing, and with fifth aspect, it will be aspecting your fifth house. Okay, specifically, this is something which you can start as soon as Jupiter makes a transit. Okay, be ready with the chosen courses, be ready with uh, the schools or the areas or the organization where you want to start your study. Specifically, this period is also good for the people who want to start their career as a coaches or counselors, because Jupiter will be giving them such kind of vision, like they can easily start that.
What if
And
you want to find a good school for your kids when Jupiter moves into Leo, into our
actually, a very nice thing, Jupiter will support for that as well, because Jupiter will be aspecting fifth house, and fifth house is the house of kids.
because my kids hate their school now. So
Make a change. It will be easy change, and if you make decision during that Jupiter transit,
Mhm.
if or in Leo, it will be very easy, and kids gonna like it, because Jupiter makes sure one thing, that whatever the decision you make, that should be best of decision.
Thank you.
unlike notes. Okay, it's a very good time to collect knowledge and give knowledge. Okay, one thing which you can start doing, connecting with new people. Okay, everybody who has Leo moon or Leo rising, you should start connecting with new people. Of course, don't get attracted just in first vibe. That is not for you guys, because of course you are a Leo people, although still. So try to expand your circle, try to expand uh, your friendship, try to test a lot of things, okay, with new people, because new circle will be bringing a lot of new opportunities for you.
Mm.
Okay, so how I can say that, up till now maybe your area was very confined because of isolated Ketu in the second house. Okay, you was very limited to whatever the family you have or the area you are into. You are very limited into that. But now you can simply move. It will be moving to your first house, so that what it gonna make on your first house, that's a different story. But it's a very good time to expand your circle, and with the expansion, lot of opportunities will be coming to you. Okay, and it's something which is natural, like you will find yourself opening up to new people very easily. That's another thing.
Mm.
Since so networking into something new, it will be good, since Saturn is making a transit into Aries sign. So be careful with however you pursue your daily routine life. Okay, because your fortune depends on Saturn now, and the people who have habit of procrastinating anything, they will be simply dormanting their house of fortune. Okay,
So be,
then
what
you will
if,
dormanting means like deactivating your house of fortune.
so
You
if
will
you
feel stuck.
procrastinate, you shouldn't
Yeah,
procrastinate.
at all.
Okay.
Okay, um consistency is something which will bring success. Repeated things. Try to be very consistent on whatever you do. Okay. Second and third quarter is good for your new job, or new to start a new job, to start a new business, or to apply in terms of for application of something new. Okay. And also there is one more thing. This is a very good period for the people who are into technology, or whose business depends on technology. And if you are Leo moon or Leo rising, try to introduce technology to your business if your business is without having technical field in them.
Why
Okay.
is that?
Node will be in the seventh house. Node. Okay. And that's the technology giver. Okay. So for
Uh,
the business who have not introduced technology,
mm,
okay, this is a very good time to introduce it. You know what, like
mm,
some people think that, okay, there is not any way they can introduce technology. Just bringing the business on social media will also work for you.
mm,
Okay, be careful. And Rahu will also bring new business partnerships, new business contracts. Okay, most of them will be tempting but not worthy.
mm.
But there will be a lot, so try to pick properly and try to analyze properly. Of course, you will be able to make good money out of them, because this is something with Rahu. Keep bringing something new, keep bringing something new. Okay, talking about love for Leo people. So this period initially is not so good for love, and there are chances for destroy. Let me explain. So as of now, what is happening? Jupiter is in your second 12th house. Soon it will be moving here, and nodes will also be moving here. Mr. Rahu is never good in the seventh house.
Mm.
Okay. Mr. Rahu is never good in terms of in the seventh house. Okay, unless Rahu is your ascendant lord. Okay, Rahu is bound to give you results, but still,
What would be that ascendant lord?
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
People who are Aquarius rising, Rahu becomes the co-lord of Aquarius.
Okay, so because I have Rahu in the 7th, but I'm Aquarius rising.
Congratulations.
Okay, the only combination, obviously.
So for the people who are Leo rising or moon, you have to keep your love like a newborn baby, because you will experience node in your ascendant and seventh house. Okay, and specifically when your part, what will be happening, Rahu, this is the house of your partner, and Rahu will give dreams to your partner. So what happen, your partner will start working fast, start aiming very high, and you have Ketu in the first house, like you thinking that I want to slow down a little bit, I want to organize my life, I want to get isolation. On the other hand, partner is totally on different tangent. Okay, so what you can do, try to understand your partner properly, support them. So this will be a very weird kind of situation. One person is going very fast and other person want to slow down, so sometimes it brings rift in the relationship. And for the people who are looking to start a new relationship, they will think that they are not able to understand the other person properly, or other people will not able to understand them, because this person with the Leo rising or the moon, they will be talking about spiritual stuff, they will be talking about enlightenment, they will be talking about meditation, and on the other hand they are getting to getting along with people who have Rahu qualities. So very different story here.
And
Okay.
Rahu is like success in the world and
Yeah. So
material
like this is,
thing.
yeah, this is a material thing and this is soul level stuff. So totally different thing. And this is just for the people of Leo only. Leo only. Because even if we reverse the sign talking about Aquarius ascendant, okay, that will not be affecting your marital life a lot. But Rahu in the seventh house, it will definitely affect. Or you can start connecting or start looking love somebody different than your culture. Okay, so Lada, you're also safe because of this, because your
Yeah.
husband is coming from totally different culture, so fulfilling the attributes of Rahu.
Usually such marriages don't work long time, but he also has Rahu in the 7th. So we're like I'm foreign, very, and he's foreign, so very
So
different.
whenever nodes are in the seventh house, and if you're working, if you have partner from the another community, culture, or the land, they marry. Those marriages actually last for long, and
Okay.
that's a complementing marriage. Because you know what is happening here. Rahu is the foreign guy. You're bringing your seventh house with the foreigner, so it fulfills the problem of Rahu, and Rahu is no longer will be causing problem, actually becomes provider.
So if you're single, Leo rising or moon, date only foreigners or people from different religions or something very different.
Yes, yes. And in this transit, understanding your partner will be key of success.
Mm.
Okay. Uh, for education purposes, okay, think about expanding your learning. Think about try to whatever you have learned, try to take those that knowledge into higher level. Okay, or even you know what, you want to make shift and try to learn new skills, Jupiter will support even in those areas. Spiritual traveling will be very good for you. Okay, and all the wishes for you wanna be traveling will be fulfilled, because Rahu in the seventh house also give travelings. Okay, in health matters, since Saturn in the eighth house, just till there, and node in the eighth house, be careful with your foot. Okay, Saturn associating your eighth house give problem to your foot, so there are chances of injuries when only Rahu stays in your eighth house, so be careful with that. Good months: January, from mid of April to mid of May, June and mid of July. These are the good months. Also, from the mid of August to mid of September, they are the best months. One remedy for Two remedies for people of Leo moon and rising: start offering gratitude to sun. Okay. Second thing, start feeding dogs or birds. Feeding dogs or birds. Good remedy for that. Virgo people. So Virgo people, this placement indicates change in you, the kind of change you are waiting for. Okay, because South Node will be in your 12th house, and essentially it was there in your first house for 1.5 1 year by now, and it will stay in 6 more months. Okay, so whenever we find South Node on our moon or rising sign, it slowly changes the person from a very different person to a different version. Okay, and you must have seen this change. Of course, it may give the sense of sadness, isolation, detachment, but specifically the kind of uh, upcoming transits are happening because Jupiter was in Cancer, and then Jupiter will be in Leo sign. You can definitely give direction to this change for something very good of your life. Okay, Rahu actually gives lot of trouble, but Ketu changes or transforms the person for good cause. In terms of career, for these people as well, it's very good to introduce technology in their business because Rahu will be coming in their sixth house. From sixth house, it will be aspecting their 10th house. So work environment, if you change your work environment in terms of technology, that will be very helpful to you. And talking about businesses, so your partnerships were stuck for a very long period. Since both of them will be getting away from this house, as soon as second half of the year starts, you can start restructuring your partnership or start introducing your businesses in terms of partnerships. And be careful of your work environment if you're working in a job, because Rahu will be aspecting your 10th house. Sometimes it creates toxicity in the work area, or can also you may start feeling a lot of politics around you. So that's the only thing where you have to be careful. In general, Jupiter was in a very good transit, and it will be in, like, even when it goes to Leo sign, it will not be troubling. Okay, of course it goes to the 12th house. So your seventh lord going to 12th house, and fourth lord going to 12th house, so it will be giving distress travel. But even if this seventh lord going to 12th house, it is better than having these two guys in your seventh house, meaning new beginnings in your romantic life. Okay, we will talk about romantic life little bit later, but
So it
if
will
you
be easy on the relationships.
yes, okay, uh, easy on relationships, because you know what, up till now they were feeling very heavy being with somebody. Okay, they were not able to open up, and they were not able to present what they want because they were in self illusion. South node is there. Okay, so that's the thing. And for the people who are already with the partner, this is a very good time to change your relationship into a marriage or into start living together. Okay,
That's
and for people,
after July.
no, I would say before July,
Okay.
because Jupiter is supporting.
Ah,
As soon as Saturn leaves here, so
after
there is
February,
not a very big, yeah.
from
So
February.
for the first half, you want to start living with your partner. That's a good period to do that. Okay, because Jupiter is supporting. That's why we are talking about living together, getting married, those kind of stuff. And as of now, your seventh lord is also in the 11th house. So that's a good position, exalted position for your seventh house. Okay. But later will also be not a trouble. But this first half is better than the second one. Okay. So illusions, restrictions in your romantic life will be clearing very easily, and you will feel that this is the same relationship, same person, but new kind of experiences will start happening. And my recommendation for these people, because if somebody is Virgo rising or moon, they must have a lot of conflicts with their partner. Okay, try to forget all of them and begin a new journey, and you can start investing your effort into relationship from February mid onwards, as soon as Saturn goes to Aries sign. Okay, because it will take a little time for you to get along with your partner, forgetting everything, forgetting all the hard things if you had any. Okay, and by the time this house becomes totally vacant, you are good to start your new romantic life. Or if you are still stuck into kind of toxic relationship, this is the time to move away from it. Because after moving of North Node into Aquarius, either start feeling new experiences in the same relationship or start new relationships. This is my recommendation for you, because it will be lifting the wall of uncomfort and you will be left with the comfort zone. So don't keep somebody who is not relating with you or totally opposite to what your personality is. Okay. In terms of education, since Jupiter is expecting fifth house and in a very good position, so first half is very good. If you still want to take yourself into higher level of education, my recommendation, keep doing that or start something new. In terms of help, Jupiter will be later on moving to sign of Leo, and Saturn will be moving to the sign of Aries. So sometime this combination of Saturn in the 8th house, Jupiter in the 12th house create Vata issues. What is Vata issues? Air issues in the body. Okay. So what happens when we have air issues in the body? Our joints, okay, these joints, knee joints, start giving a little bit of the trouble. So you need to improve that. Few months from mid of April to mid of May, month of August, and the month of December, you should be careful with your health and improve your sleeping cycle. Okay. Sometime it is seen whenever nodes are transiting, whether south node or north node from your first house, it disturbs your sleep. Try to improve it. Will be good for you. Remedy for Virgo people: donation of food in the animal shelter, and also donation of something in medical camps will be good for you. Okay. Or there's something crazy. Libra people. Libra is also kind of blessed one, just like I would say Cancer. So what is happening here? Jupiter was in your 10th house. Now it will be moving to your 11th house. So both houses are very significant houses. And Saturn and Rahu, they were in your 6th house. So kinda they were creating some kind of blockages in your life. Okay. And this is the time to get rid of those blockages. How 6th house? Alone, any of these planets will not cause that kind of trouble in the 6th house. But when they both are together, they have the capacity to give a lot of things, because this is the house of debt. This is the house of health issues and enmities. So when enmity will be gone out of our life will be very much relaxed. Okay, so previously I would recommend for the people having Leo moon or rising, stay in your comfort zone, don't try to do anything new. But now I would recommend this is the time for adventure. Okay, because Jupiter in the 10th house is there to support you, and in the very second month Saturn will be moving to sign of Aries, and whatever the blockages or hurdles, obstacles were created by both of them, they will be going away. And very good time to expand yourself, because both of these two transit of Jupiter will be promising good level of expansion. Okay, just one thing, Jupiter being in the 10th house, people should really control their greed. Sometime what happens, Jupiter is the planet of ethics, so it is a provider. Of course it will be bringing a lot of opportunities. Don't try to expand, over expand those opportunities. Okay, so try to be very ethical, don't be greedy with the opportunities. Sometimes you know what, things are coming easy to us, let's procrastinate, or let's not to completely fulfill the work properly. So these kind of things should not be happening. Or if you are into some kind of business, this should be taken in control. uh, if there's no greed, then you take most and the best advantage of Jupiter. This is a very good year to invest with both of these two positions. Okay, just one thing, think twice before you invest. Why I am asking to think twice? Because Saturn soon will be moving to 7th house, and 7th house is also represented by our business. Okay, although investment is something which is seen from the second house, seen from the 11th house, but what's happening here, by the results of those investments, it will affect your 4th house to your comfort, and Saturn will be making an aspect on 4th house. Plus, when Rahu comes here, okay, it will be aspecting your 1st house. Saturn is already there, aspecting 1st house. So it may create impulsiveness in you. With impulsiveness, you can pick some bad decisions. If you go very slow with your decision making, if you think twice, thrice, believe me, you will able to make very good investment decisions, which will be there with you for long period. Okay. And for the people who want to explore their career in coaching and consulting, okay, this is the very good period to start that. And for the people who recently got interested in learning astrology, again this is good for you, because Jupiter will be aspecting your 5th house. So with this transit, definitely you can learn very good knowledge of astrology, provided your horoscope promises that. Whenever Jupiter is in the 5th house or aspecting 5th house, that's the best position to learn astrology. I learned my astrology when Jupiter was transiting for my 5th house. Whatever the knowledge I'm using today, that is the knowledge which I acquired in that transit. I still remember that, and my mentor told me that be careful with your learning in this transit, because it will not be coming back again for another 12 years. So that's something which everybody should try. So in terms of love, okay, so Saturn will be in your 12th house from 7th house, and soon it will be moving to your 7th house. One thing is there, it's not a very good time to trust anybody so easily. Okay. Why? Because Saturn will be in a debilitated position. Although it's a good position for Saturn to be in a directional strength. Okay. Saturn gets directional strength in this 7th house, but it's in a debilitated position. Until Jupiter comes here, and start supporting seventh house, because Aries is the friendly sign of Jupiter. You should be very careful with to whom you trust in very early stage of the year. But it still look good to start any new relationships only after Jupiter transit to Leo sign. Okay, because from 11th house, Jupiter will also be aspecting 5th house, which can indicate new beginning for new romance. And specifically for the people who want to already have a partner, want to get settled, this transit of Jupiter can promise that as well. Because you know what, even Saturn is transiting into your seventh house, it will not be in a very strong position. Plus, there's not any other affliction coming up very soon. So only Jupiter aspect can do a lot. But there's one thing, whenever Saturn gets to your seventh house or fifth house, it start testing your your faith on your partner or yourself. So try not to make any kind of mistake. Specifically with this debilitated Saturn in the seventh house, try not to make any blunder or any trust breaking kind of mistakes. Okay, because when Saturn is in the fifth house, it will be aspecting seventh house. Here, Saturn is itself in the seventh house, so these things can really happen.
So there is like a quick karma if you wrong your partner or
You
do.
know what? There's one thing. If there has been a notes, it will be quick karma. But here's Saturn. That karma duration will be very long. So you did a mistake. The result of that mistake will stay inside you for a long period.
Uh,
Okay.
what
And you
about
will
if you've
be
made mistakes before and now Saturn enters your seventh house?
now this is the time to solve that. Try to start a new beginning. Okay. Try to do uh, try to get feel sorry for them and start working on how you can what I should say, mm, repair your mistakes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, because what Saturn wants, karma alignment. So you made mistake before and now you're repairing it, putting your efforts to repair it, then you will be getting good blessing. But generally, you know what, my experience whenever Saturn comes in the seventh house in this situation, okay,
Mm.
native themselves commit mistakes.
What? Make?
Native commit mistakes themselves.
Make, commit mistakes? I don't understand.
Native commits mistake like
A native.
breaking some, yeah,
Native commits a mistake in the
native, yeah,
relationship. Like what? Cheats?
sorry,
Like cheating or what?
yeah, cheating, parameter of trust, cheating.
Oh God.
Because Saturn will be bringing possibilities to break trust, possibilities of cheating, and you should be somebody who should not cheat. That's the test. It will be very easy cheating thing. So we think that nothing gonna happen, but suddenly we being hit by some other kind of karma and the life goes here and there. And I have seen this happening in a lot of people's life. Okay, so let's talk about education a little bit. Okay, because Rahu will be moving to your fifth house. There's one thing, uh, your focus can stay diverted. You will have to work a lot on your focus. Of course, Jupiter will be there. Just one challenge in front of you by which you may not able to take full benefits of Jupiter, just Rahu causing issues in your focus. Uh, Another thing in terms of your health matters, because node is already there in the 12th house. You will be having health issues and diagnosis of doctor will not be so accurate. So it's a recommendation. Try to not to play with your health. Try to stay healthy. Do some kind of good hard work. work out so that issues should not even reach you. Okay. And there's one thing, when transit of not gonna happen in 5th house, 11th house, like Rahu will be here, it will be disturbing your gut health. So in this period, as long as Rahu stays in your 5th house, you should not have exotic food or should not have a lot of junk food. Try to stay on a very light food. Okay.
How is the fifth house the gut? In
See, so what happened, we eat food. So 4th house is our this area, chest area. And from the 5th house onwards, everything which comes under digestion start. The very first thing which comes in 5th house is our pancreas, then liver, then intestine. So you see this transit is moving from here, okay? And first of all, Jupiter will be coming. So Jupiter is also not very good. Whenever Jupiter is aspecting our 5th house or 6th house, it gives native gut issue.
Mm. Where
Okay.
is the heart then? Which house is the heart?
So 4th house is something which I consider.
Okay. Because in Western
Use
astrology, we use fifth
I
house,
know
the heart,
5th house for heart. Yeah.
six like the gut. Yeah.
So you know what? Like whenever you find Saturn and Mars in the 4th house, and Sun plus Rahu in the 4th house, Mars plus Rahu in the 4th house. Ask them, either their mother is having heart related problem, or they are having heart related problem if their age is enough.
Yeah, my husband has Mars in the fourth house and his mom has a heart problem.
Yeah. So
Wow.
to both it gives problem, mom and native itself.
Oh my God.
Okay. So according to Western astrology, this is what I use. Okay. One more thing, you should be careful with the health of your father and also your relationship with your father. So that is something which needs some kind of balanced approach in keeping good relationship with your father. Good month for you from the mid of Jan to the end of March, mid of May till the end of June and September. These are good months for you. I don't see any particular month where you should be very careful of. Okay, other months are balanced one. One remedy, go vegetarian, because I ask you not to have exotic food. Scorpio people. So you people must be feeling very creative and learning, okay? Because definitely what is happening here, Jupiter aspecting your 5th house, and keep doing that. That is the key of your self-peace. So specifically, let's talk about your career and finances first. In terms of career, it will be an average year for you. And this is a year where when you work hard and you may feel unsatisfied. Okay. Despite Jupiter will be transiting your 10th house, because South Node will be joining, and you will not feel satisfied with your rewards you get from your workplace. Okay. Soon, this will be the position of your nodes. And K2 always in the 10th house bring instability in the workplace, unsatisfaction in the workplace, or you don't feel connected to your workplace anymore. And I will also suggest not to make any changes in your career matter. Okay. Rather build some more grip in the same place. Okay. Until the first half of the year, just keep it same. Second half will be improved a little bit because Jupiter will be there. Although Ketu will be there, but Jupiter will still be controlling something. So just keep the same rhythm of your career. Don't try anything new. Um, as of now, Jupiter is in the house of your fortune, and think about expanding the same thing more till it is in the Cancer sign. So if you are in a business, try to think how you can expand your business. Try to think what other new things you can introduce in your business. Okay, because Jupiter means expansion, and it is transiting from the house of your fortune. But make calculative steps, specifically if you are somebody who is investor. So impulsiveness in the investment will be giving a lot of trouble to you. Okay, be very calculative, be very logical when you make any kind of investment. Okay, and if you are very calculative and very well organized, so definitely from the second half of the year, Jupiter will bless you with good benefits. And but my recommendation, if you keep yourself on slow investment instead of being very aggressive, that will be beneficial for yourself. And try not to change what you do. Still, if ever you find that you need to change because lot of politics in your workplace is being more toxic, lot of burden on you, then June, July, August, September, October, okay, that can be a good one when Jupiter moves there. But before that, I will not recommend. So why I simply say, like, still you can make investment. Jupiter will be moving to 10th house. From 10th house, it will be aspecting second house. So good for wealth accumulation, but in a slow pace. Talking about love and romance. So, from romantic purposes, just finding the partner or exploring your newly started relationship, this year will be a good one. Okay. So, until now, Jupiter is aspecting. Later, as soon as Saturn gonna go away from fifth house, because the most problem gonna be created by Saturn only. Saturn is never good in the fifth house for romantic purpose. Well, this is a very slow moving planet, very detached, very disciplined. That's not the story of love. So as soon as Saturn moves to Aries, Jupiter will be supporting your fifth house, and problems or whatever the slow rhythm was there in your romantic life, that will be correcting. Because but time to time it may become difficult depending on the transit of Venus, because Venus is the lord of your seventh house. So keep a track of Venus transit, okay, and take your decisions accordingly. But in terms of starting a new romantic life or newly started romantic life, this period is a good one. Okay. Mhm. For people who are planning to have children, as soon as Saturn leaves fifth house, don't try when Saturn is in the fifth house. But as soon as Saturn leaves fifth house from the mid of February, you can plan to have child as well. Child conception will be very good. Jupiter being in the Cancer sign, aspecting its own house, Pisces, that's again a very good time to conceive a child. Yeah, that's, I guess, it. Hmm. Family related matters. Connecting with the family, or if you had any bad connection with your family, this time is very good time to start connecting with them again. Because you know what was happening before. Saturn was there causing issue in the second house. Okay, now Jupiter will be moving here. So there's nobody who will be causing problem to this second house. Jupiter aspect will be there. So connecting with your family will be very good. On the same time, just like there was previous time which we talked, you will not able to spend a lot of time in your home. There will be repeated travels, uh, repeated something where you have to leave your city, leave your home and stay out of your home. These will be the chances. So those things will be there, but connection or with the family will be improving. Yeah. Remedies, donation of some dog food to dog animal shelter, dog shelters will be helpful to you. Sagittarius. So Sagittarius people, Jupiter will be in the 8th house and it will be moving to your 9th house, okay? And Saturn and nodes in your 4th house. As of now, it will be going to your 5th house and node will be moving to your 3rd house, like clearing your 4th house for a good thing. This is a very good time to improve your relationship with your family members, specifically your mom, because this combination must have been definitely disturbing either your relationship with your mom or her health. Okay, so if her health was in a problem, that will be improving. If your relationship was at problem, you should make your efforts and get relationship repaired with your mom and the other family members as well. Yeah. Because Saturn was aspecting your first house, it was also giving you mental stress, lot of tensions and sleeping issues that is supposed to go away by mid of February, because Saturn will no longer be aspecting your first house, and so your mind is totally with you. Start repairing whatever the damage has been done. In terms of wealth and career, this is a very good time to invest in a property or invest in reconstruction of your home. And also for the people who invest in foreign country, this is a very good time to make their investments, okay? Because Jupiter will be in your 9th house, and it will be aspecting first house also, and right now it is aspecting your 2nd house. So all those combination is good if you are investing in a foreign country, so you can really get good rewards out of it. Initially, in on initial terms, you need to be careful with your health, but later time is good, like we discussed with the transit of Saturn. So with Jupiter being opposite to your 2nd house, you must be already getting good opportunities in terms of your wealth and career, and it will just stay like this even, and it may even get better when Jupiter will be moving to your 9th house. Like things will be more in an expanded manner. Like right now, if you're getting 10 projects, later on you will be getting 15 projects and so on, those kind of things. There's one thing which I would recommend: be careful in lending money to other people, okay? Also avoid taking loans. Neither give money to anybody nor take money from anybody, even it's a bank, because that money can cause financial losses. Okay, so just that particular thing should be carefully examined, specifically in the initial 1.5 month of the year, because Saturn is aspecting 6th house. So Saturn will be expanding the debts you will be having. Although Saturn itself in the 6th house doesn't causes that issue, but whenever from the 4th house it is aspecting 6th house, I have seen people increasing their liabilities. What is your experience, Lada? Hmm. Okay, so another thing, if you want to start any new business partnership, okay, it will be a good time to start them, because there is not any affliction coming on 7th house, plus Jupiter, who will be aspecting your first house, will be giving you good decision making, and you will be able to make good partnerships and choose good people for your partnerships, okay? So for business, it's a good one only. And if you want to bring some new change or expansion, January, April, May, June, August, September, these 6 months are very good for that. For love related matter, So from fourth house, Saturn will be moving to your fifth house. Okay. So it's a mixed kind of situation because when Jupiter comes to take over, Saturn will be coming in your fifth house. Okay. So, and there's not any kind of support which will be coming to your seventh house. Instead, Rahu will be aspecting, Node will be aspecting your seventh house. Okay, so sometime it will seems like there's some new beginning starting, and sometime you're gonna feel okay, that's the same story, and you may not feel satisfied. So I don't think there is not any much of blessings there, and in specifically in the later part of the year. But if you want to do something, first part of the year, first half of the year is the time if you want to start something new. But still, I really doubt if you start something in this period, because soon Saturn will be moving to the fifth house. So I really doubt what kind of partner people may able to choose. So it may give some kind of disturbance only because Saturn again will be aspecting the seventh house. So I don't think it's a very promising year in terms of your relationship. Okay. So I would say better luck next time. And if you really into such kind of relationship which is getting towards settlement, okay, try to invest yourself more into the relationship than your partner. This is the key for your success. Try to prioritize your partner's wishes, your partner's mindset. Okay. In terms of education, November and December seems good for higher education. Traveling, long distance travel seems very promising. Health we have already discussed. Just one thing, you should be very careful with your immune system. Okay, specifically again, Saturn will be moving to fifth house. You should be careful with your intestine area. Okay, and um, this can also cause some kind of you know what, issues related to the positivity, or you know what, the strength in the body. So try to do some yoga, try to do some workout so that the strength in the body should stay active. Okay, a remedy for you guys to offer gratitude to sun, or being in a vegan life, vegetarian life will be good for you. Okay, talking about Capricorn people. Capricorn people, so first of all, I see some tension in the family. Okay, because Node will be moving to a second house, and be careful with your language may get spoiled. Okay, so try not to use any bad words, try not to because this is very often when it happens. And also you may prone to start a bad habit in terms of smoking, in terms of drinking, or eating junk food. Be careful with that. Okay, best thing is to be a support to your family. Okay, that is the best investment for you of this year. Okay. Talking about your career and wealth, for wealth accumulation, it will be a good time because whenever not moves to your second house, and plus Jupiter aspecting, I have seen people able to have like consistent gains, and they able to really have consistent amount of wealth for them. Because of nodes, some kind of politics can happen in your work area, because ninth aspect of node will be going on your 10th house in second half of the year only. Okay, so there some politics can happen. If you keep yourself out of it, nothing will be trouble to you. Okay, it will be in the air, but you stay out of it. Its investment will be very good, because when I say you can make good amount of money, of course with the investment, that is generally happens. Good month for investments are February, March, April, the second half of May, and December. These are the good months. in terms of love life, promises and stability can be easily seen for the Capricorn people. Jupiter in your seventh house from the start of the year is the best blessings you can have. In transit, Jupiter is very good in the seventh house. Generally, in natal chart, that's not that kind of promising, but specifically in transit, seventh house Jupiter is very good to start a new relationship or to take your current relationship to next level. Very good. And uh, it plays a provider role. Okay, you don't have to make lot of efforts yourself. Generally things just naturally happens. This is the best thing about Jupiter. If you want to build something from this transit, you can really start trusting your partner, okay, and let the natural things happen. You will see that your relationship will be moving towards the best version of itself like ever. Specifically for the people who want to have new relationship, for them also this year is good. And if you are having some kind of toxic relationship, simply get out of that relationship as soon as possible. If toxicity is there in your relationship, just get out as soon as possible, because you will be missing very important time of your life to have a potential and helpful relationship for you. Another thing, and this transition from moving out of a relationship and going to another relationship will be very easy, very smooth. Okay, your past will not be troubling you anymore. With the blessings of Jupiter, people who are looking for new relationship will be easily there. Uh, I would say this is not a very good year for conception, specifically when there's not any proper connection of benefic planets happening to fifth house. Okay. Long distance vacations are very promising, but there will be some cancellations of plans as well. Okay. In the health area, Saturn will be aspecting your 12th house in the early year, so it may give tiredness and exhaustion in your legs area. And when Saturn goes retrograde from the period, okay, you should be careful in general immune system. Okay, good months for you from mid of January till the March, the first half of May, June, September, and December. These are the good months for you. You don't need any kind of remedy. Just trust in yourself and keep working hard. Aquarius people who are Aquarius rising and Aquarius moon. So again, for the people who have Aquarius moon, this is the Sadesati period. Okay, if you have moon here, okay, this is the last phase of your Sadesati, which will be going away from mid of February onwards. Okay, whatever the mental stress you guys were facing, whatever the sense of procrastination or the sadness was there, that is about to go away finally, once for all. Also, when node will be making their transit, okay, so Rahu in the first house will not be causing that kind of stress which was caused by Saturn there. Okay, so even Rahu is transiting here and Jupiter will be here in your seventh house. So Rahu will not able to cause lot of stress. Instead, your mind will be working in 10 different directions, like the ideas, um, the sense of looking for new opportunities will be very high. Uh, so in terms of having new partnership, I won't recommend this is a good time to have new partnership, because Rahu will be in the first house. So I think you stay away from the partnership, and if you're already in the partnership, try to keep very good relationship between both of you. And basically, hard work is something which will be bringing a lot of stuff to you, because what happens, soon Saturn will be in third house. From there it will be aspecting 12th house. Generally what happens here, it will be also aspecting the house of fortune, so things may get little bit slow. That's the thing. And nobody else is expecting 10,000 7,000. So what will be there, you need to pay very good hard work to your job business, and then you will be getting your results. But whether you will able to do that kind of hard work with this combination, Jupiter from the seventh house will keep pushing you, will keep infusing the kind of motivation you need for that. Okay, for people of Aquarius, you should be very careful of lending money to other people in the second half of the year. Okay, be careful. In the matter of love, it's not so good, it's not so bad, because from the aspect of Jupiter, it will be in the seventh house, but not to forget, it will be with South Node. So what happens when Jupiter plus South Node stay in the seventh house? It will be starting in after July onwards. Okay, it brings a sense of isolation here. Okay, just like when we were talking about Leo thing. Okay, so it will be bringing a kind of isolation. So you will start having desires of isolation, start having desires of being alone, and you need to find the balance of your internal life and external life. Okay, so inside you need everything to be quiet, but there will be a lot happening in your surrounding, because Rahu in the first house, so it will be creating new opportunities, new people meeting, everything happening. You all of a sudden inside things you need to keep very silent. Okay, so try to find out for balance and simply start looking for spiritual and religious stuff. But this can only happen if your partner is supporting you. Okay, or people who are not with any partner, look for the partner who is into spiritual and religious matter. Okay, this approach of looking into the partner or dealing with the partner will be best and excellent for you. Keeping trust and prioritizing your partner, prioritizing the very moment and need of the moment will be the best remedy of keeping your relationship safe. Only thinking about your peace, your satisfaction will be a very bad approach. Okay, but thinking all of other people together will be the best approach you can have. Okay, education wise, first half is good, and specifically for the people who are into research purpose, for them this is the best time to start their any new research, because not give researchful mind. And in the terms of health, there is nothing any such thing which need to be careful of. Yeah, balance is important for the people of Aquarius ascendant, Aquarius moon, because lot will be happening around you. Okay, last sign, Pisces. The people with Pisces rising or Pisces moon. So this is the time of your Sadesati, like Saturn on your moon, and even if goes to Aries sign, it will be a period of your Sadesati only. So this period can give some kind of health issues to you. Okay, and because what will be happening, nodes will be in this manner. Of course, Jupiter will be joining, and that will be again not good for your health related purpose. So there's one thing where you actually need to pay your attention is your health. Health should not be in difficult phase. And if it is in difficult phase, pay very good attention to it. Specifically for females, it can cause hormonal imbalance. First of all, Ketu being here, that can cause hormonal imbalance, and even when Ketu goes from here, they still be facing issues. Be careful with that. Second half, when nodes will be moving from this position to this position, it will be a very good relief to you, specifically to restructure your life, specifically to plan something good. Because God bless you guys, you guys were dealing with this combination in your first house. Decisions were not going good. There was not any mental peace. There was not any kind of satisfaction. Now everything will be good. Everything. Just one thing which I want you guys to be careful of: Rahu in the 12th house. Be careful with legal matters. Legal issues can come up. In terms of wealth and career, I consider this as a good year. Um, if you able to control expenses, Rahu in the 12th house can give rise to expenses. Decisions will be going good, which was not going good up till now, especially for the people in service industry. This is the time to explore a lot of new things and spending your time in research area. This combination in the 6th house very good for research related. Okay, and of course Jupiter in the 5th house very good for learning stuff. Be careful with your investment because Saturn is in the 2nd house in debilitated state. So if you have a very good calculation, very good research, you don't have to worry. But impulsive decision, uncalculated decisions will make you fail. In terms of love, so being Jupiter, your ascendant lord, and Jupiter will be transiting uh, from 5th house to 6th house. Being in the 5th house, so first of all, you already feeling to help other in terms of support, because Saturn is also something which think about other people more than them, and other people don't value their support, so that's why they feel stressed. So Jupiter will be in 5th house, and Saturn soon will be moving to 2nd house. Your partner will start understanding you. Specifically, when Node will also go away from there, although Jupiter will be leaving 5th house as well, but the tension between you and your partner and mismatch in the communication will be coming to an end. Okay, and you will also start prioritizing yourself rather than just prioritizing other people. So when Node's gonna be leaving your 7th house, you should be obviously having desire of connecting with new people. Okay, emotional exchange which was kind of blocked will start going better. uh, if you try to manage or look for a good partner, okay, it can really happen in this period, just right after Saturn moving to 2nd house. Okay, this Jupiter will get into action, and if you try to explore people during this transit, it will be very good benefit for you. And after node moving, if you're looking for a partner, you will get a partner who will able to understand you. So relationship wise, it's uh, it's a average year, average transit. Okay, of course you will be you have to be the initiator, if whether you are already in a relationship or you looking for a new relationship. Initiate but by yourself, and rest will be taken care with your partner. And by Saturn leaving your first house, you can expect many good things. The only thing which I recommend for you guys, start prioritizing yourself, just not keep investing everything into the other person. Being Jupiter in the 5th house, it's a good time to plan your child. Okay, and also you will feel very satisfied from the area of children also. In the matter of health, second half will be good, but be very careful with that driving because nodes will be in the 12th house. Okay, and good months are January, February, April, May, August, and September. Meditation will be the best remedy for Pisces people. So that was all from my side.
Okay. Thank you so much, Himanshu. That was so in-depth. I was listening to every sign because I learned different techniques that while you were explaining, that's why I was asking some questions. How did you reach this conclusion and what happened? And that's why I asked you to point. You're a wonderful teacher again.
Thank you.
Thank you. And again, if anyone would like to connect with Himanshu for a personal reading or take his new class, Timing with Transits and Dashas, which starts at the beginning of February, I'm putting a link below. He has a group of very faithful students. They absolutely,
Yeah, very good students.
yes, incredible. So thank you, Himanshu, for this contribution.
Thanks a lot.
I was excited about my Leo horoscope. My Aquarius was like, well, it is what it is.
Yeah,
And I was forewarned. So thank you so much again and have a
thank you.
blessed 2026.
Same to you. Bye-bye.